Welcome. My name is Peter Masters. On behalf of my brother Chris and our entire team, we're thrilled that you're here today. Our journey started 7 years ago. We sat around an office in Marlborough and had a vision of creating a full-service sports academy for grades 6 through 12 with boarding out here in the Metro West area. It took us a long time to put together all the right pieces, but I believe we're there. I want to thank Denise with the town of Stow and her staff and everyone that has been involved to help us through this process once we'd found the Bose property back in 2021. In that time, we've put together a group of coaches, school administrators, construction team, an anchor funder, and a lot of other ancillary pieces to bring to Stow in the Metro West community. We've recently completed our funding with a group called Cognita. Cognita is a worldwide leader in education, running over 120 schools worldwide. We will be the second school in the U.S. that they're a part of. They educate over 100,000 students a day. The Newman School and Masters Academy are working together to provide curriculum day one for our students. And Rich Odell, next to me here on my right, ran IMG, who we're modeling our academy after, which is 5 hours of academics a day and 4 hours of sport a day from 1999 to 2016. When you get to know Rich, he grew that institution from 0 students to almost 1,100 when he left in 2016. We're hoping to get to about 700 in the first 5 or 6 years here. On top of all the incredible things that we've put together to make this a success, USA Fencing, who is leaving Colorado Springs as their home, has agreed to join us and make this their national training facility here in the U.S. It was a long process to land them, beating out over 18 other suitors, but we are absolutely thrilled to have a national governing sports program coming here to Stow. I know it's hot in here and there's lots of questions to be asked, so I just wanted to introduce or say hello myself, give you a quick 2 minutes on how we kind of got here, and introduce Denise, the town administrator for Stow.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name, as Peter mentioned, is Denise Demkoski. That's D-E-N-I-S-E, Demkoski, D-E-M as in Mary, B as in boy, K-O, S as in Sam, K-I. I am the town administrator here in the beautiful town of Stow. Today we gather with immense pride and joy as we welcome the Masters Academy International to our little town. This momentous occasion marks the culmination of more than 4 years of diligent effort, collaboration, and unwavering commitment. This private, for-profit institution will herald in a new era of education, sportsmanship, and opportunity for our community. It is also with great enthusiasm that we recognize the relocation of the U.S. National Training Facility for Olympic and Paralympic sport of fencing to Stow at the MAI campus. This significant development not only elevates our town's profile, but also brings with it a legacy of honor, discipline, and sporting excellence that will inspire generations to come. The realization of this project would not have been possible without the steadfast support and cooperation of our state partners. I extend our deepest gratitude to Representative Kate Hogan, who spearheaded the state's involvement with unparalleled dedication and vision. Her leadership and advocacy have been instrumental in bringing this project to fruition. I also wish to acknowledge the invaluable support of the administration, especially Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll, whose unwavering belief in the potential of this initiative provided the necessary momentum to see it through. Her commitment to fostering growth and development within our community has been commendable. We are also grateful to the Mass Office of Travel and Tourism and the Mass Office of Business Development for their support and contributions. Their dedication to promoting our town and nurturing business growth in our community has been tremendous, especially over these last few months. We appreciate the collaboration with MOBD and the Massachusetts Economic Assistance Coordination Council to recognize the jobs MAI will create here in the Commonwealth, which will result in a $2.85 million Economic Development Incentive Program tax credit for MAI. Getting to this milestone today would not have been possible without the overwhelming support of the town residents, our town employees, and town boards, especially the Select Board. Their enthusiasm for the town and this project has been instrumental. I would be remiss, however, not to acknowledge the true driving force behind this project, Peter and Chris Masters. Along with their dedicated teams, spearheaded by Rich Odell, they have spent years working tirelessly to bring this vision to life. No matter what the challenge, they faced it head on, and kept moving forward. Even in moments when the odds seemed insurmountable, their determination never faltered. They never gave up, they never gave in, and they never lost sight of the end goal. Other proposed projects would have demolished these buildings, sending tons of materials to our landfills. But Peter and Chris recognized the potential of this property and embraced the economic and environmental advantages of adaptive reuse. For that vision and commitment, as a town, we are truly grateful. I would also like to recognize Cognita, a global leader in education, for joining this initiative as a founding partner. With the mission to empower students to thrive in an ever-changing world, Cognita brings invaluable expertise and experience to the table. Together with MAI's vision of uniting academic excellence and athletic achievement, this partnership will create a truly unique facility dedicated to developing both the minds and talents of students. As we stand here today, we reflect on the transformative impact that Masters Academy International and USA Fencing's presence will have on the town of Stow. These institutions will not only enhance the educational and athletic landscapes of our town, but will also forge lasting connections and partnerships that will benefit our community for years to come. In welcoming MAI and USA Fencing, we embrace a future filled with promise and opportunity. We look forward to witnessing the achievements and contributions that will undoubtedly stem from this facility, starting with LA 2028. Together, we build upon the vibrancy of our community into a thriving town that values education, sportsmanship, and excellence. Thank you all for being here today and sharing in this historic moment with us. Let us celebrate this remarkable milestone and bright future that lies ahead for Stow, the region, and the entire Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Thank you. I am now going to invite up Select Board Chair Megan Birch McMichael. Unfortunately, Representative Hogan is in formal session, so Megan is going to be delivering remarks on behalf of Representative Hogan, as well as herself and the town.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Megan Birch McMichael, MEGANBIRCH-MC-MICHAEL, and I'm the current chair of the Stow Select Board. As Denise just noted, I'm going to read a quick statement from State Representative Kate Hogan, who sends her regrets. I was honored to play a role in connecting local interests with state support to help establish this new powerhouse sports academy and bring the Olympic and Paralympic sport of fencing to Stow. We recognize the importance of this opportunity for Stow and for the Commonwealth, and government partners at every level worked smart to turn what could have been a huge negative, a long vacant property or undesirable industrial activity there, into what will be an internationally recognized Academy of Excellence. In the current climate, strong private and public partnerships are critical for growing the Massachusetts economy and our local workforce. The Healy Driscoll administration extended a competitive bid to relocate the USA Fencing Olympic headquarters to Stow that included $2.85 million in tax credits through the Economic Development Incentive Program, a program that seeks to create new jobs and help businesses grow by offering credits to lower taxes in exchange for job creation commitments. The $2.85 million in tax credits sends a clear message. Massachusetts is serious about supporting ventures that create jobs and showcase our state on the international stage. We not only expect an academy that is going to produce terrific student athletes, we expect an institution that is going to provide an economic boon to the rest of our great businesses in the regions. hotels, restaurants, contractors, and other services. We're not just keeping another great property from sitting vacant, we're giving the world another reason to associate educational and athletic excellence with Massachusetts. And on behalf of the Stow Select Board, I would like to make these remarks. Today marks a huge day for the town of Stow, one that has been years in the making, as we welcome not only Masters Academy International, but also USA Fencing. On behalf of the Stow Select Board, we are incredibly excited for both groups to become an integral part of our community. The vision of the MAI team to bring an elite sporting academy to the Northeast is only going to be amplified with the inclusion of USA Fencing as they train future Olympians in our backyard. We are grateful to our state agencies and state officials who have tirelessly advocated for this project, especially Stow's own Representative Kate Hogan. We are also thankful for the work of our local boards and most importantly, the town staff helmed by Town Administrator Denise Demkoski. I personally remember the day 4 years ago that we heard about the initial nugget of this project and how Denise recognized the potential from the beginning for the benefit of the entire town. As a for-profit entity, this project will generate substantial revenue for the town. In addition, the Select Board negotiated a development agreement in which the town and its residents will benefit in several other meaningful ways. MAI has committed to contributing to the town's sidewalk fund to support walkability. They will provide funds that the town can use to further support MAI USA Fencing, so we're not using taxpayer funds. They will be providing 1 full-day tuition annually to a Stow resident, and we will offer 5 scholarships each year, for week-long sports camps. We believe this project will serve as a catalyst for economic development in Stow and the surrounding region. Visiting families will need lodging and dining options, students will require access to everyday resources, and spectators attending events and tournaments will seek places to shop and eat. The town administrator will be collaborating with neighboring communities and the Commonwealth to identify ideal locations for these amenities, as they will stretch well beyond our town borders. Our goal is to highlight not only what our towns currently have to offer, but to showcase the advantage of MAI's presence and the growing partnership with USA Fencing. I am incredibly excited about the possibilities this project will bring to our town, region, and the state of Massachusetts. Today is truly the culmination of a partnership between MAI, USA Fencing, and the town of Stow, and we could not be prouder to begin in earnest on this new chapter for our town.
That's all I think. We have taped messages now.
Now we're going to bring Phil Andrews, head of US Fencing, on the screen for his remarks. I say with hope.
I can hear you guys.
You're on, Phil.
Great. Oh, I'm on?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for taking some time to talk with myself and colleagues here at MAI. It's an exciting day getting to finally talk to everybody about MAI and the new National Performance Center for Fencing and of course, the National Academy. And we're tremendously grateful to everybody involved, especially obviously Rich and Peter and Chris, the Cognita team, who funded the project to make it to go. We've chosen Stow and chosen Masters Academy for a number of reasons. Rich is certainly one of them. His leadership of the program was what he achieved in his career days. But also there is nowhere really in the country that combines world-class facilities, world-class fencing training, and world-class academics. There's no better place to do that in Massachusetts, with storied fencing schools like Harvard, MIT, Tufts, Wheaton, Brandeis, and so on, all in the backyard of MAI. We're excited to be a big part of it. We're excited to bring some very exciting fences there. We're excited to have a place for our national teams to train right there in Stow and with the impact that we'll make on Stow and the local area as well. I hope that gives everyone exactly what they need. I'm happy to follow up with anything that's missed.
Thanks, Phil. So I'm Rich Odell, Richodell, no apostrophe unless it serves a purpose in Stow. And I'm happy to welcome you and to be part of this project. I want you to think back to when you were a child, and I want you to think about the first time you had passion for something. Maybe it was food, maybe it was sport, maybe it was the arts, maybe it was caring about other people, could be a number of different things. But what MAI is about is capitalizing on the interest and the passion of young people. Whether they are middle schoolers or high schoolers or postgrads, whether they are from Massachusetts, around the country, or around the world, we are here to give them an opportunity to be in a space where they can grow in every aspect of their life. And that happens by spending 5 hours a day in your college preparatory academic program, 4 hours a day in your major, which many think of only as when you get to college, but we provide it in high school, and that's your major in sport. We'll start with 7 different sports for kids to major in, but unlike any other place in the country, and unlike any other state in the nation, we will have state in the nation that has a Olympic sport as its home. We are also going to have and will feature non-playing sport majors. So you can come here as a 9th grader and major in sports medicine, sports psychology, sports rehabilitation, sports marketing, and sports management, and sport broadcasting. And one might say, why do that for high school kids? Because high school kids need to have a place to pursue their passion. And that's what we are about, is giving them that opportunity on a daily basis. Between the 5 hours of academics, the 4 hours a day in their major, those are 2 of our 4 pillars. The third one is on life skill development, because every young person needs an opportunity to feel that they have a foundation for life that goes beyond simply their passion or things that they are obligated to do. The fourth pillar is our career and non-playing sport major component. We want to make sure that young people graduating from MAI have the opportunity to stay in their area of passion. That sport, while they might not have the opportunity to play it as a profession, to be in it, live it, love it, and do it is something that we want every child to have the opportunity to do. So we're honored to be in Stow. We're honored to have the support of the community, the friendships that we build. We are about partnerships. We come in to be part of the family, and we hope to grow with the family and to grow with all who come, walk through our doors, whether it's for a full-time academic year program, or they come for camps during the summer or over weekends or clinics or the other things that we will do. And we would look to be in that 700 student range within 5 years here, with the majority of those kids being boarders from all across the country and around the world. I think the evidence of that I would attribute to this event today. I got 2 calls early this morning from out of the United States, one from Switzerland and one from Germany, about interest in coming to MAI. That tells me that the message is there. We're getting it out. With your help, we will get it out on a much wider basis. And a year and a few days from now, September 15th is opening day 2026, when the transformation of this facility will, I think, give all of you a sense of the passion that is bestowed by all of us in what we do on a daily basis. So with that, I'll open it to questions. I'll field the question and turn it to whomever is the person best to answer that. Yes.
Yeah, so it might be more for the town administrator or town officials. Just if you go into further detail about what economically this is going to do for the town, tax base wise and jobs wise, just give us some more of that.
This how players how time.
So we have not planned out the full value of what we expect because the project has changed a number of times. But I will tell you that when Bose was in full operation here, they were paying roughly $1 million a year in taxes. We expect this to be 5 or 6 times that in just property tax. We also envision, as was mentioned a few times, the economic development throughout the community. We have vacant storefronts, we have empty properties, people will need amenities. Now, we certainly don't have room for all of that here in Stow, but we will work with our neighboring communities to see where we can smartly develop and provide these resources. So we believe just the basic property tax will make a significant impact to our residential tax base. We are a primarily residential community. And so this will certainly offset that, which I think is why the community overwhelmingly supported the zoning change to allow for this to come, seeing that there would be both a benefit in their wallets and across the town looking for some new businesses.
Just a follow-up. Has there been any concern from the community that this is too big for Stow, given all the changes we're talking about?
There's not, even with their full build out, they'll have less people here on a daily basis than Bose did. They will have less traffic than Bose did. Residents in this community, while we are a rural community, they want to see businesses. They want to see reasons for people to come to Stow. And it's great for our apple orchards and our golf courses. But we would love another reason for people to come here and visit our beautiful community. So, I think we've worked well so far planning out the vision. And that's why I said we're working with our neighboring towns so that we can spread the wealth of new opportunities that come here, because we will not be able to absorb it all.
This is a question probably for Richard Littell. Is there an estimate on how much tuition will cost?
Tuition will be in the mid-70s for a boarding student and in the upper 40s for a day student.
$1,000?
40,000. Which compared to the entity that I'm not,
Sorry, go ahead. It's 54.
what is it, 54?
It's 54.
54 for day students. Sorry, it just went up.
Inflation.
The comparable price to that at IMG in Florida, while we're not competing necessarily, but that tuition this year is a little over $100,000 a year. Yes, ma'am.
Does that include can you tell us what that includes?
That includes all the
That includes all of the academic and their sport major. If they're a boarding student, includes all their food and medical treatment here in terms of we have nursing and doctor facilities on campus for all those boarding students.
Can you say the tuition numbers again?
I'll let Peter give them accurately.
54 and 72.
72 for a boarding and 54 for a day student. Other questions? I will just add that on the boards over here, you see the first lower level, ground floor, and second floor. This is just this wing of the building. So we're only opening half of this structure on September 15th in 2026. That will accommodate roughly 300 students, 200 boarders and 100 day students. Once we outgrow that, we will move into the other section and develop that in a similar fashion. Yes?
And how many sports will you be starting out with?
7 official ones, but there are other minor ones. So it's baseball, basketball, soccer, lacrosse, esports, and fencing are the 7. And hockey. Sorry.
Is there
I may be unemployed tomorrow.
is there plans to expand out of that?
Yes.
Which sports will you be looking at outside of that?
We have not set any specific ones. We will accommodate, even at the start, young people who have another passion area. Let's say you were an equestrian, you were a rider, and you wanted to have a place where you could get your education, you could sleep, you could get your physical, mental conditioning, all of those components except your training on your horse. You could come here and have that opportunity, but train somewhere else. And that would be true for other sports, figure skating, many other ones, just depending upon how we look to grow. Golf would be another one. We'll have simulations facilities here, partnership with other entities. And the part I would just also add is the non-playing sport majors, that academic component, which is the 4 hours a day that's not in their academic, that is all going to be taught in partnership with university faculty for dual credit opportunities. When you have graduated from MAI, you will have 2,880 hours of instructional time in your major, whether that's playing a sport or in a sport non-playing major. That is more than you get in most universities in the country with a 4-year undergraduate degree. So we're partnering with them to build a better, seamless opportunity for young people to achieve the goals that they have for themselves around the passion that they've built. Yeah.
Maybe hard to quantify, but how hard was it to convert this corporate headquarters into, needing, being able to course all the sports you just said?
Well, it takes a team, very definitely a team. Peter?
So here, when we got to the property in 21, you could quickly see that you had at least 30 acres of flat land that you could put your sports fields on. You have a 12,000 square foot Butler building to do some indoor training, and you had over 900 parking spaces, all that we didn't need. So you knew you'd be able to put some facilities in the parking. So you could see it quickly, as you master plan. The building is in fantastic shape, and you can see kids walking through these halls and beautiful cafeteria for 350 students all ready to go. So I think we were probably about 25 minutes into the tour when we knew that this was the right place for us. Our team of construction folks at architecture people at Flansburgh and Scalora Consulting, Whiting Turner spent a lot of time with us kind of leading up to this point, doing a master plan and working through schematic designs as well to kind of get us where we are today.
When you break ground, have you already broken ground? What's on all the renovations?
Yeah, so we'll start demolition in the next month on the inside, and we'll be working on construction probably in early October, get finished a few weeks before the opening of school.
Yes.
What is a sports non-playing major? What's an example of that?
You could train to be in sports management,
Over in front of the mic.
sports medical, sports medicine, sports psychology, sports marketing,
Legal.
and sports broadcasting and sports legal. We will grow that as the demand warrants, but it's an insurance marker for a family because we know from experience that only about 1/4 to 1/2% of the young people who come to a school like MAI will actually have a profession long-term in that sport. So giving them a backup opportunity, such as these non-playing sport majors, is an insurance marker for a family that the thing that the child loves, they get to stay in and make a living in a different way. All right. Well, we'll be around if you have...
Yeah, sorry, we do tours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So for anybody interested in taking a quick tour, none of the building is air conditioned, so don't have any hopes that it's going to get cooler someplace else. But we'll take you on a quick tour and just show you some of the areas that are going to incur a lot of change, as you can see from the drawings over there. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.